You may be seated. I had Mr. Bodwell turn the podium because my message is for you. So I need to be looking at you when I speak. Not to be rude to anyone else, but it's for them. So, members of the school committee, selectmen, faculty, family, friends, and most importantly, class of 2017, once again, welcome to the West Bridgewater High School graduation ceremony. Class of 2017. I'm sure you feel like your senior year has passed like the blink of an eye. Starting as early as last spring and summer with college visits, the application process, work, athletics, extracurricular activities, applying for scholarships, having some sort of social life, senior projects, the research paper, although I gave you a snow day to finish that, and being stricken with senioritis. Although I'm sure it was very hectic, I hope you'll always have great memories of your senior year as West Bridgewater Wildcats. During the same time frame, the past year will go down in political history with more political rhetoric and banter than we've ever seen. And the banter still continues on both social and traditional media. We just can't seem to escape it. Everyone seems to have an opinion about the state of the country, the world, and the future. And sadly, a lot of what we're hearing and reading portrays a grim and negative picture of the present and the future. Recently, I heard on one of the news shows that the American dream is dead and the future of our country's graduates is dim. And I thought, what a truly sad sentiment to be sending to young people all over the country just like you, that are graduating and looking forward to a new beginning and a bright future. It got me to thinking, what really is the American dream? How can it be achieved? And is it really dead? So I did some research and found out that the American dream, or at least the coining of the phrase American dream, dates back to the 1930s, penned by author James Truslow Adams. It came out of the Great Depression, which I'm sure, due to our stellar history department, you know all about. But the concept of the American dream goes back even further, to our forefathers in 1776 in the Declaration of Independence, which starts out by declaring that we are all created equal and that we have certain inalienable rights, among which are life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. And it is this country that secures and protects those rights for all of us. But it's the third tenet, the pursuit of happiness, that represents the spirit of the American dream that Adams wrote about in the 30s. And it's important to note in the Declaration, it doesn't state the right of happiness. No, it states the pursuit of happiness. That's the American dream. So what does that mean, pursuing happiness? Well, the forefathers defined happiness as being able to prosper, to thrive, and to succeed. So the pursuit is the equal opportunity that is afforded by this country to every person to work hard, persevere, follow your passion, and fulfill a dream. It's a sense of possibility afforded to each and every one of us. Sure, the pursuit of happiness and the American dream may have different outcomes for each of us because as individuals, we all have different interests and passions. But the key is, if you want it, each one of you has an equal opportunity to try to get it. We've heard success stories over the years of people who are said to have achieved the American dream. As a matter of fact, President Obama most recently often said that without the American dream, he would never have been able to be president. The opportunities that this country made available to him allowed him to pursue his dreams and succeed, and you can too. The American dream isn't just for the rich and famous. That's the great thing about this country. It's an opportunity afforded to everyone, and that means people like you and me. I sat where you are one day, a very long time ago, recovering from senioritis, graduating from high school, wondering what the world would have in store for me. I was one of 6 kids growing up on the east side of Brockton in a lower middle-class neighborhood, living in hand-me-downs, and raised by parents who worked very hard but never attended college. We did not have much back then. The country was slowly coming out of a recession. The media was spouting the American dream was dead, and we had a newly elected president who wasn't a Washington insider who touted a brighter and greater America. Sound familiar? But even though times and conditions may have been tough, with hard work, perseverance, lots of education, and family and community encouragement and support, I was able to follow my passion of becoming an educator, and today I have the privilege to be here speaking to you as a superintendent of schools. That was my American dream. What's yours? So I disagree with the pundits who pontificate all the negative rhetoric generation after generation that the future is dim and the American dream is dead. Because if you have the determination, the passion, the perseverance, the work ethic to prosper, thrive, and succeed, then your American dream will be alive and well. The negative discourse that we seem to be bombarded with on a regular basis isn't new. But what is new is the many more media outlets we have today, which makes it harder for you to escape it. What I've noticed lately in the media, and particularly on social media, is that people just love to flex their cyber muscles. They spew negativity, mistruths, and the newly coined phrase, alternative facts. They don't seem to care about the truth, the other side of the story, or other people's feelings. But you can choose not to take part in those conversations and make a conscious effort to focus on being positive and pursuing your passion and your dreams. Seth Godin, in his book Tribes, makes the point that the internet can provide amazing things, but it can't provide leadership. That has to come from positive individuals with passion, drive, and dreams. Every one of you has the power to choose who you want to be, live like you want to live, and become what you want to become. You can choose to rise above the negativity around you, and if you don't know what to believe, then believe in yourself. Remember, you can't control the things people say or do or even put on social media, but you can control your perceptions, your responses, and your reactions to it. One of my favorite books is The Secret by Rhonda Byrne, and its basic premise is that positive thinking can create life-changing results. So I guess I just gave away the secret. However, in the book, it states that you cannot help the world by focusing on negative things. If you focus on negative things and events, you'll not only add to them, but you'll also bring more negative things into your own life. So instead of focusing on the problems, give your attention to trust, truth, love, education, laughter, and peace. And I love this quote, but I couldn't find out who wrote it, so it shall remain anonymous. An entire sea of water can't sink a ship unless it gets inside the ship. Similarly, all the negativity in the world can't bring you down unless you allow it to get inside you. The best way to conquer negativity and keep it away from you is to add positivity to the world, one gesture at a time. You may think, but I'm just one person in this sea of negativity. How can I make a difference? Well, as the Dalai Lama once said, if you think you're too small to make a difference, try sleeping with a mosquito. You're the next generation, the leaders of tomorrow. We need you to change the negative discourse in the world and provide a voice of hope, peace, and positivity. You can be the generation that proves that the American dream, as a sense of possibility and opportunity for all, is still alive, and the best is yet to come. Class of 2017, as your superintendent, I have the utmost confidence that we have prepared you well for your next journey. So I ask you to think positive, don't judge, be kind, do a good deed, send out positive tweets, understand the power of your words, and don't let other people's negative words, thoughts, or problems get in the way of your American dream. Good luck, and God bless each of you. Thank you.